Today's match is brought to you by AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand, Nesquik, Fusionetics, MLS, Nike Soccer, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
Let's be proud. Don't leave any trash.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frisco, Texas, site of the 2018 USU Soccer National Championships, brought to you by Turbo Sports Group. I'm Todd Panula, and I'm here to bring you all of this morning's exciting finals action for the 14 and under age bracket between Real Jersey FC and Nationals United. Real Jersey FC hailing from Medford, New Jersey, countered by Nationals United out of Pontiac, Michigan. John Kapitko is the head of Real Jersey, and Gronthrik Chatterjee is the head coach for Nationals United. Nationals United going to be wearing their dark kits, countered by the light blues for Real Jersey FC. Nationals United going to be going left to right on your screen, countered by Real Jersey. They are going right to left. Your goalkeepers for today: Matthew Marino in goal for Real Jersey, and Evan Lindsley in goal for Nationals United. So we're underway. The kick is there, and the Ball sent out quickly because one of the starters for Nationals United was Anthony Hong, one of their leading goal scorers in the regionals. He scored 3 goals, but picked up an injury yesterday to the lower leg ankle area. So he is not going to be able to go today, but similar to how it worked out yesterday in the 19 and under girls match, there was a girl who had a broken collarbone who they let in, just have a quick kick of the ball and take out for the sub. Hong a little bit emotional right now, knowing that he won't get to put his stamp on this contest, but nevertheless, good play of sportsmanship to allow that kind of thing to happen as Real Jersey comes up with possession. Quickly in for McGrath, looking up top, trying to get it up for Kitch. And this is going to be a heck of a game for you here, folks. Neither of these two teams have lost since league play. They went through regionals, they went through this tournament, and they have not lost at all since. Real Jersey FC in defense now. Here's their city with a chance. Taken down. The official says no. Real Jersey FC finishing on top of Group A with a record of 3-0-0, so they're 4-0-0 overall. Nationals United didn't necessarily pick up the victories, but they went unbeaten in group play, 1-0-2, 2 draws. So they are 2-0-2 now overall. Real Jersey FC, the much more offensive team within this tournament. 11 goals for, only 1 against. But Nationals United, no slouch themselves, 9 goals scored, only 2 allowed. And those came in 1-1 draws against VHSC and KSA. Nationals United coming off a rather impressive 4-0 victory over Sporting in the semifinals. A similar score for Real Jersey FC as they beat ECFC by a score of 3-0. Teams trading possession back and forth. The better of the chances here in the first opening minutes has gone the way of Nationals United, as Jaker City, who came up with 2 goals in that 4-0 victory, was taken down inside the box. Coach Chatterjee thought that it was going to be a penalty, as did plenty of the Nationals United fans, but the official was emphatic that he did not see enough in there to call the penalty. There you see Devin Hernandez. He was 3rd in the National League with 7 goals. He's also number 1 here at the national tournament with 5 goals. So plenty of offense available for Nationals United. Lovely weighted pass here towards the near side. Chasing it down is Chino. Joey Chino had that one knocked away. A chance to serve it back now. Kuldaner kept alive. Chino calling for it. Bit of space here on the left. Chino into the 18. Pushes off the defender. And then it's just jabbed away. Given up for the throw. Good breeze here today will affect the game just a tiny bit, coming slightly out of the south, and so as of right now it would help Nationals United. Back out towards the top of the box. Awkward clearances, finally getting it up towards the midfield circle. Chance to push the reset button for Real Jersey. Quick passing over along the right, cutting through the middle. Up into the attack, flag stays down, the shot comes in, they score! Cade McGrath opens up the scoring in the 5th minute of play. Not necessarily the way they drew it up, but the pass was slotted through with a good amount of weight And McGrath was able to tuck it in behind the goalkeeper. So you see the pass coming in here from short, just in behind the defenders. Calls for offside go unheeded as the flag stayed down. And McGrath was able to cut it back across the face of goal and tuck it into the side netting. So an early goal in this game, but sometimes that can be something that forces the teams off of their toes. But looking for more now, McGrath turning on the afterburners. Laid back, right-footed shot, took a touch on the way through. Davidson got a good strike in on it. Here's their city. Hernandez calling for it up front. Defenders converge. Hernandez with her city making the run, but the ball came towards the wing and her city was cutting towards the middle. McGrath to Kitch. McGrath again. Over towards the far wing now. McGrath calls for it and receives. Taking the pass from Granderall. Short. Filtered through to Kildanner. Chino over the top, bit too strong there. Sharp saw to that, just let it roll out. Their city lets it run through, nicely held in along the line. Hernandez being told to take on the defender, but then he forgot about the ball. Up the left-hand side. McGrath, already with one goal to his name. All the way back for Juszczyk. Kildanner. Served up by Juszczyk. Davidson. Real Jersey content to possess over along the sideline. Now they'll try to switch it up. Nationals United moving as a team, coming over here to the near side to defend their city. Trying to touch towards the sideline, but got a little too much on it. Brought down by Miller. Up for Hernandez. Our city making the run, but they go to the wide spot. Arpachinda sent it in. Easily claimed by the goalkeeper. First touch on the ball for Matt Marino. Now we have a stoppage. There's a player for Real Jersey that came off to the sideline. So they'll have to make a quick substitution. Coming into the game is Anthony Perdomo. You see there holding the nose. So they'll seat him, and most likely he'll be able to return. Charlie Kitch up to McGrath. Their city joins in on that, takes it away. Sharp. McGrath, ever president. Ludwig changes the point of attack. Pachinda was calling for it. Just a bit too tall. Split him and Bariak. In through the middle. Here's McGrath picking up speed. Could he get the brace? Left-footed shot. And that went off the defender. Corner kick. Real Jersey doing a good job finding those through balls here in the early going. Just a little over 10 minutes played here in the first half. They've already got a goal to their name. One of the leading scoring teams within this age group. They defeated New Mexico Rush 1-0 on day one. USAMP 3-1 on day two. And then Sporting. Shot came in and her city had to be quick to get in front of that one. Strong kick from Perdomo. Pushing the reset button as they look for space here on the near wing. Chino pushes towards the edge of the box. Served in nicely. McGrath once again. A little heavy on that first touch though. Into the game now for Real Jersey. Thomas Napoli came in. Koldaner able to get a touch on that one. Just going over the top. Here's Koldaner. Napoli was there in the middle of the field, but they carry right. Too strong for Davidson. And then the challenge was won, but Nationals United will get the free kick. A couple subs coming in for Nationals United. Jai Kozar-Lewis, as well as Ryan Gruka. There you see Kozar-Lewis entering the pitch. Gruka was in first. And they replace Miller and Bariak. Over the top, difficult to deal with. Marino thought about coming out. Sees that one roll out, it'll just be a goal kick.
Hey, Dad, Jay, get your heads right.
So Real Jersey with the better of the chances so far. They scored the goal. This game has kind of settled down since then. Both teams looking for that little bit of space. Right now, overall, both sides have played a reasonably good defensive game. Bit of a shove in the midfield. We'll give the free kick to Real Jersey. Ryan Bovey going to check into the game for Nationals United at the next stoppage. There's a handball against Ludwig, but the foul came first.
Keep going, Jeremy, keep going. Mateo. Mateo, Richie. Maybe.
Cutting in from the left, looking for Hernandez up top. Pachinda gave possession away. Real Jersey, Goldaner, Juszczyk. Got it from Thiel. Thiel sends it up towards the midfield now. Things could be on here for Real Jersey as they get it up the right wing. But that one taken away from Perdomo. Blasted up towards Hernandez, but cut off in between. Hernandez steps in, gives a little bit of a bump. No call. There's City. Was making the run, but just too much on that one. Now we'll get a substitution. 2 subs coming in now for Nationals United. Zachary Hoyumpa will come into the game, as well as Bovey. Hoyumpa with a goal to his name, part of that 4-0 win over Sporting. It's one of the many things that these teams have in common. They both beat Sporting by a score of 4-0. McGrath touches around, carrying up the left. He's got some speed into the box, serves it on across. The left-footed shot was blocked. Second opportunity, trying to cut back onto the right foot, but Gritterall was denied. And then Lindsley able to make the grab. So Bovey replaced Hernandez. He'll take the center striker role. Looking for service, but this one's going to peel off to the right. Chino back to pick it up. The Nationals United trying to hem them in. Arpachinda to the left, seeking out Bariak. Continued on, picked up now by Hoyumpa. Set back by Juszczyk. Marino back for Juszczyk. Bovey putting on the pressure. Trying to lay over the top for Perdomo. He ends up with it. Stolen in the end by Hoyumpa. Arpachinda to the middle. Bovey. Now with Kruka. Or City coming back for the ball. Tried to get a little cute with it. Still retains possession and then give it away on the second attempt. Here's McGrath. McGrath over to the far wing. Set up by Gritterall. Perdomo. Wild stab at it from Hoyumpa, but it's in off the attacker, so it'll be a goal kick. More subs coming in, a couple for each team. Actually only one for Nationals United, as Miller will re-enter the game. He's going to replace Arpachinda. Into the game for the first time for Real Jersey is going to be Angus Kenson. Also back in is Andrew Kitch. Tied up over on the far side. There's City trying to put on some pressure. Being joined by Kozar Lewis and Bovey in the attack. Blasted out by Juszczyk. A little bit of a bump from behind. Free quickly taken. Hernandez and Bariak about to come back in. Marino goes right. Intercepted in the midfield. Decent ball over here towards the right. City trying to chase it down. Unable to keep it in, but good effort. Also coming into the game is Mateo Phillips. As Nationals Union continue to roll out the fresh legs. Here's Kenson, wins it a second time, and the throw will be for Real Jersey. Kenson, Perdomo, there's City in from behind. Give it up once again, Kladanner makes the steal, trying to go up for Perdomo, but right there was Simon to clear it off. Oyumpa. Hernandez takes a spill, gets up, gets the ball. Then it was taken away. Bariak was there as well. Neither one able to find the Kenson looking for Perdomo. Trying to shield it off and let it roll out. Ends up into touch nevertheless. Cade McGrath going to come back into the game, as well as Braxton Arpachinda. McGrath, the lone goal scorer here today, is going to replace Perdomo. 23rd minute. The goal came back in the 5th. Jeremy Sharp will also return to the game here in just a moment. Held in just along the touchline. Going up top for Phillips. Phillips lunges at it, but it's whacked way up into the air. City is there. Ultimately won by Charlie Kitch. Napoli take it away. Miller trying to build something here. Nationals United almost give it away. A stick it out of foot was Kenson. Phillips turning on the afterburners, unable to hold this one in. The sub coming in. So Phillips will be replaced by Sharp. Arpachinda in for City. They go in for McGrath. He's looking like he wants to force the corner kick. Dancing around with it. Trying to shrug off the defenders. This one's still in. A lot of pushing going on there. Some staring going on by McGrath after the play as well. But the ball neatly won by Sharp. And then the free kick goes against Napoli. Bariak able to win the free kick on his own side of half, though. Nationals Union United, I should say. They've done a good job of pushing forward, but it's been finding that final ball to put themselves in a really good opportunity that has just avoided them so far. Another sub coming in for Real Jersey. Into the game is Keith Brown. Coming out is Tyler Davidson. Remember, fans, don't go anywhere after the match. We'll bring you the live celebration right here on the field as the winning team gets their championship hats and t-shirts. But once we sign off, there will be a link down in the description of this video that will lead you to a different YouTube stream that will bring you the medal presentation and the trophy celebration as well, as that's going to happen over on the main stage. So that'll be roughly 15 minutes after the game, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. Coming in on the right-hand side, just touched away from Andrew Kitch. Both players telling teammates to calm down. Still a lot of time in this one. Real Jersey, despite the fact that they've led by a goal, have not necessarily enjoyed as much possession here in recent moments. Kozar Lewis couldn't quite get a hold of it, but he will gain the throw. Ursidi about to come back in. A lot of offensive firepower for Nationals United, just looking for that opportunity. Real Jersey, a very difficult team to beat. They've won the East Regional 2 years in a row, and they conceded no goals in the regional tournament this year.
Go on yourself, kid. Keep pressing. Good.
So if you include regionals, they've only allowed 1 goal from regionals on through to this national tournament, and that 1 goal came against USA MP, and it was still a 3-1 victory for Real Jersey. Ursidi comes in, and Kozar Lewis will come out.
Hey, Jeremy, I need a back stick service. Devin, higher! Steal the back stick! Join him, Jeremy, join him. Join him.
Miller's trying to chase it down. He's able to hold it in. Chino able to clear for the moment. Brought down by Sharp. Kept it alive. Arpachinda served it in towards the edge of the box. Decent idea, but nobody in the vicinity. Off to the races go the other way. Charlie Kitch will draw the foul. Little under 7 minutes left to go here in the half, plus any injury time added on. Trying to go up top for City. He's got the speed to get to it, but there were 2 defenders in his way. Brought down by Brown, looking for options. Kulander. Juszczyk off to the right. Up top, Kenson was calling for it, but there was no passing lane available. McGrath making the run here on the near wing, but again, too many defenders in front. Now cut out by Arpachinda. Laced up towards midfield. Stolen there. Arpachinda putting on the pressure, as is Ursidi, but they were just a little too slow.
Braxton, you're the right winger, right? Number 1 is your job, right? Nolan, get inside. Help. Help with numbers, Nolan, and then if it goes
Intercepted by Miller. Going off to the races. Here's Sharp. Trying to touch it through Chino. Unsuccessful. Now McGrath with Green in front. Good sliding challenge, able to win it. Sharp up to Miller. Instead it's Harpachinda. Ludwig. And now they reset. Simon. Far wing. Going up top for Hernandez. We get a stoppage. Handball was the call. Sub coming in for Real Jersey. Coach Kapitko, perhaps not necessarily pleased with the way his team has formulated their offensive attack ever since scoring that goal, but he has to be pleased with the defensive effort that they've put forth as Andrew Kitch comes out of the game and Perdomo will come on. About to sub in for Nationals United is Ryan Kruka. And Zach Hoyumpo will come back into the game as well. Kalander all the way back. Teal set it up. Again, not too much space there. Brown able to steal it. Oh, and then they were not on the same page. Sharp was racing up. Wanted that pass, was going to get it, but Miller thought that he was in a more static position. Here's Brown. Miller able to make the steal. Bariak had his pocket picked. Trying to pick it up now is Charlie Kitch. Lobs it over. Into touch. Favoring Real Jersey. 3 subs coming in. The 2 that I already mentioned for Nationals United, and is joining that group, Matthew Conger for Real Jersey. Kenson lobs one over the top, gets held up by the wind. Perdomo lost it in the sky just for a moment. Conger trying to keep it alive. Dangerous play. 34th minute. Should get an indication of potential stoppage time here in just a few moments. Fourth official was getting his board ready, so once we hit that 35, he should put it up in the air. Bariak. Again, just a little too direct. That's been the case throughout this game for Nationals United. Is that everything's been a little too straight, a little too direct. Bariak back through the midfield. Miller now to Hernandez. Puts it on the left foot, steps on it. Right-footed shot coming. But when his foot slipped out from underneath him, it took a little bit of the sting out of that shot.
Can we step and win on time?
Kenson up for Perdomo. Return pass towards the line. Dealing with it there was Simon. Out for the goal kick. 3 minutes of additional time will be tacked on to the end of this half. Napoli. Conger on for Kuldaner. Conger again. Perdomo took a spill right in the midfield. Conger has it on the wing. Conger again, taking it away from pressure. Decent ball over here towards the left. Chino couldn't catch up to it. Blasted over the top by Ludwig. Ursidi was making the run, but the ball didn't quite get there. If there's time, we'll have one more substitution. Nolan Miller will come into the game. Lobbing run over the top. Again, not enough to get it on for Ursidi. Another chance here for Gruka. Gruka right into the defender. Ludwig. Out wide. Sharp. McGrath was coming on. Takes a bounce in the box. First minute of stoppage time is done. Chasing it down is Phillips. Able to keep it in. Phillips again. Ludwig.
Come on, get him in. Ryan, get Gruka in. Face up. Okay, Dev, where do you want it?
Ludwig gives it off to Gruka. Had his pocket pick. Gruka gets it back. Ooh, throws an elbow in there. And then McGrath call for the little extra. Sub coming in. Miller will enter. Headed out. We're in the 3rd minute of stoppage time here. Miller laid it in, but easily claimed in the end by Marino.
No! In front of you!
Chance to go up the middle. Conger sends it right. Not quite on there, into touch. Throw in for Nationals United. Not enough time for one more push up the field. 35 minutes plus a little extra in the books. And right now it is Real Jersey FC in control at the half, up 1-0 on a 5th minute goal by Cade McGrath. That stood the test of time throughout this half. So we see Conger getting some words of encouragement. But here you see the build-up through this McGrath. Again, when you see it with the naked eye, it looked like he was very close to offside, but the official in a better position to see that line. And then just a clinical finish there by McGrath to tuck that into the far side netting and give them the 1-0 lead. We'll take a break for your halftime. When we come back, we'll have the second half between Real Jersey FC and Nationals United. Back with more after this. Today's match is brought to you by AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand, Nesquik, Fusionetics, MLS, Nike Soccer, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
It was 1935. the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, it was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. work.
Real Jersey looking like they were going to go short, but it was called out by Nationals Union. They go towards the middle. That one headed away. Into touch, it'll remain with Real Jersey. Brought down by McGrath, looking for an outlet. And that was actually Kitch that took the spill. Kept alive by Napoli, and then finally sent up towards the midfield line. Juszczyk. Chance for a City to make the steal. It's just a step off. Arpachinda. Bovey sticking a right foot in, instead won by Kildanner. Chino. Over the top, but nobody there. Sharp. Back through the midfield. Only gives it to Napoli. McGrath. Defenders on him. Taking a diving stab at it and looking like it's a little worse for wear. It was Ryan Decker. So Decker a little shaken up, trying to shrug it off. In for Kitch. Lets it roll out, goal kick. Nationals Union going to make an early sub here. Kozar Lewis will come into the game. Our City's ball chested down by Hernandez. Substitution will be allowed, so that'll slow things up. Bovey going to come out. Looking over the top for Hernandez. That was stabbed away. Ends up going off of Hernandez and out. Wind blowing a little bit steadier now. If it helps anybody, it would be coming out of the south, so that would aid Real Jersey. Chested down by her City. He's a long way away from goal, but he's got the speed to break down the defense if given enough space. Hernandez taking on the defenders. Right side for her City. Chino right on him, and her City takes it right into the defender. Chino able to blast it out. Quick throw in coming for the Nationals Union. To the back post. Kozar Lewis was there, but so was the defender. Kitch took the fake. Now McGrath. McGrath with an opportunity. Goalkeeper out. And that one goes off the side netting. The hearts were up a few beats for sure for Nationals Union fans after McGrath was able to keep possession of that. Chance for Hernandez, and that'll be a handball. Unfortunate there because Hernandez really had no opportunity to avoid that. And that is kind of where the handball becomes an awkward call for any official. But the official really in every right to make that call because the hand was in a quote-unquote unnatural position. Basically anything that's away from the body, not in a running motion, is considered in an unnatural position. But Hernandez, nevertheless, a little bit unfortunate as he puts on some more pressure here. Short trying to work around it. One-touch passing just a little too out of control. Phillips will put it back in from the throw, looking for Hernandez again. He's able to shrug off some pressure, tried to lay it back for Arpachinda, but it didn't quite get there. Phillips able to win it. That one collides with the trainer here on the near sideline. Hernandez sticks in a leg, able to steal it on the second attempt. Touches around the defender. Kozar Lewis serves it back towards the top of the box. Arpachinda was there. Phillips steps in, instead going the other direction. It's Graterol. Get a good shot there of Coach Chatterjee. A quick talker, constantly giving instructions to his players. Another throw-in one by Graterol. Perdomo has this one run through. In towards the box again, past the goalkeeper, and the defenders have to come back. Now another chance. Perdomo takes a stab at it. Lindsley needs to kind of catch a breather here. He's been beaten twice, and unfortunately for him, not necessarily anything has come of it. Their city feels a little bit hard done as the whistle goes against him. Clouds starting to build coming up from the north, even though the wind has been going somewhat in the opposite direction. But now, as I say that, switched just a little bit, coming from a more westerly direction. Strong tackle over on the far side from Kuldanner, looking over the top. Hernandez trying to chase it down. It just barely trickles out. Sub coming in for Nationals Union. City is out. Hoyumpa is in. Now a chance put towards goal. Marino makes a stop. Didn't have as much on it as they would have liked, but nevertheless, Nationals Union started to build stuff. They go short with the distribution. Almost caught here. Hoyumpa putting on some pressure. Kozar Lewis joins in as well. Chance for Chino to break the press. Chino gets it back from Kuldanner. Headed back the other way by Ludwig. Miller on for Arpachinda. Arpachinda gets the return pass. Service in front. Hernandez with the touch. Now another chance. Blocked in front. Phillips keeps it alive, and Marino covers. Almost 12 minutes played here in the second half. You see there, Hoyumpa laying out for that ball. Player coming over the top of him. And then another chance there for Phillips, but it just rolled out of his way just enough. Andrew Kitch will come back in. Real Jersey. No great rush to get these subs in. But Kuldaner was coming over to the sideline with enough pace to not draw any notice from the officials. Everybody in place, and they get it in. Looking for Arpachinda. Lofts one towards the penalty spot. Never got all the way through. Decker trying to put on some pressure. Again, cleared out. Perdomo falls over the top of the ball. Again in from Decker, looking for Hernandez. And Hernandez called for a little push. McGrath takes a spill. Free kick coming to Real Jersey. Napoli going to go quick with it. Comes over here to the near side for Short. Short passes around the defender. On for Gretterall. He peels back from the corner. All the way back now for Juszczyk. Up through the middle. Conger. Juszczyk again. Gone to ground. Instead, the transition is on. Asking some questions up the right-hand side. Kozar Lewis trying to chase it down. Chino steps in front. Now an opportunity for Nationals Union to keep pushing forward. Lobbed in, nobody there. Marino had to get a punch in on it, so that'll go out for the corner kick. City will return to the game. He's going to take off Kozar Lewis. Nationals Union, despite the fact that they're down by a goal, continue to build in this. City, one of the best scorers in this age group. Now we get a whistle as there's some extracurriculars going on along the goal line. The goalkeeper kind of walled in there. Marino, a good goalkeeper, but not the tallest player out there. Difficult for him to see. They get it in front, looking for Hernandez. We'll do it again. Hernandez, just very difficult to steer from that angle. Clouds continue to build up. Seemed like the weather would be going the other direction. Doesn't look like it should threaten anything, but you can never tell. Although this is the south, still kind of in that Midwestern weather pattern where stuff just kind of materializes out of nothing. One-touch passing, finally taken away from Davidson. Phillips trying to return the favor. Oyumpa almost had it stolen. Miller on back. Simon chases it down, has to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. McGrath putting on some pressure, as is Perdomo. They find a little bit of space on the far side. Decker to Sharp. Up for Hernandez, struggled to get that one down. Dives in for it. City took one too many touches. Ludwig over the top for Arpachinda. He touches around the defender, continues it on towards the corner flag, and then stops. Chino the last to touch it. Quickly back in. Subs not quite yet for Real Jersey FC. Oyumpa couldn't get the foot around that one. Coming into the game now for Real Jersey FC, Nicholas Calambes. And also back into the game is Ryan Kuldaner. Calambes getting his first action in this game with his team up by 1. He'll take a midfield spot and get his first touch on the ball right here. Stepping in front of him and winning the ball was Ludwig. Playing it off the defender and gaining the throw for Nationals Union. 54th minute of play. We'll have a total of 70. Strong challenge, able to win the ball, knocking it out, giving up the throw, but at least averting the danger as Oyumpa was gaining a bit of space. Perdomo passes around, nobody up there, but just allowing his team to push forward and ease the pressure a little bit. Phillips. Perdomo had kind of stepped in. Coach Chatterjee was asking for a foul. Phillips still a little bit shaken up. Substitution will be made. Kozar Lewis will come back into the game at the next chance. One time over here to the near side. Short. Kitch. Napoli. Phillips putting on the pressure. Brought down by Calambes. Kitch awkwardly kind of off his neck. Calambes used up all his real estate and then took a step too far. Goes out. Coming into the game now for Real Jersey FC. It's going to be Carey. He replaces Kitch. Carey looking to make the steal from behind. They work around him. One time up for Kozar Lewis. Nicely taken down. Miller looking upfield. Pachinda crosses. Good weight on the ball. Trying to go back through the midfield. Decker was dispossessed. That was actually Sharp. Decker in possession now. Looking up towards the edge of the 18. Not quite there for Hernandez. Miller chases it down. Oyumpa able to outrace Carey on the second effort. Oyumpa right at midfield. Again, just a little too direct. Carey all the way back. Short. Napoli. Miller's right on him. Takes the trip. '57th minute. Time starting to slip away for Nationals Union. Team out of Pontiac, Michigan. Sharp sends it back post. City was there, but the defender dealt with it. Another chance for Miller. They score! Nolan Miller with a rocket left foot. Marino got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out. Cleared initially by Juszczyk, but you see Miller coming into your screen just late, barely off the fingertips of Matt Marino, but just too much power in behind it. If that wasn't going to hit him square in the palm, the lower palm, and the wrist, there was no way he was going to keep that out, because that one was earmarked for goal right away. So Cade McGrath's goal goes by the wayside. It's still an important goal because it was scored first, but he scored that back in the 5th minute, and now Nationals Union have been building this entire half and were finally rewarded for their opportunities as Nolan Miller scores the equalizer. 58th minute of play with the goal coming in the 57th. Served in once more. Marino almost misjudged that one as it ranged over towards his left, but he was able to make the grab off the awkward bounce.
Come on, Jake! Braxton, that's you! Come on, don't let him connect it. Good.
So now the phrase by Grunthik Chatterjee was that they had been taking a punch in the first half and they just had to absorb it and go. Now Real Jersey has to do the same as they've taken one across the jaw. Again, this is the first goal that they've allowed in quite some time. They did allow that one goal, the USAMP, back on day 2. So this is only the second goal they've allowed since league play. Official says that was a dangerous play. We'll have an offensive chance. Substitution coming into the game now is Andrew Kitch. Kitch held up by Hoimpa, trying to go for Columbus. Poked away from McGrath, or City, who's settled more into the midfield now. Now he pushes up in that wing role. Hernandez got it caught up between the wickets. Over the top from Ludwig. Another chance for McGrath to bring it down. Now he turns on the Jets, shrugs off the pressure, goes to ground late, and he draws the foul. So the yellow card was handed out. Coach Chatterjee saying that that was wrong on just about every level, but very few officials have ever changed their mind. It's not going to happen here today. Short plays it up. Looking up for Kitch. That goes out. Hoyumpa forces the throw. 61st minute. Less than 10 to go in regulation. Stoppage time could be ever important in this one. We saw it in the girls 18 and under final in our game just before on this field. In the 92nd minute. So 90 plus 2. The goal was scored to win the game. These two teams hoping that they don't have to wait that long. They'd like to score one within the next 10 minutes and not have to settle it with that much drama. But the way this game has gone, the next goal is going to win it, because it just seems so unlikely that both teams would have one more goal in them. Stranger things have happened though. Kenson able to win the header, but the nudge threw him off just a bit. Kozar Lewis with a good job to bicycle it over, but it ends up going into touch.
Tighter. Decker, cover. Jai, you gotta flick it, man. Jai's head. Back up, Jai.
One by Kitch. Instead it goes the other way though. Hernandez just avoided with the pass. Kitch wins it in the midfield. Hoyumpa joining it. Coming in late was Kruka. Coming back into the game is Nolan Miller. Right now the hero for Nationals Union with that strike to tie things up. Also coming back into the game is Mateo Phillips. Napoli comes near side, short, cuts inside again. On his left foot, slices one through the box, trying to get it in. Coming out strong is Lindsley. Angus Kenson was right there. Hernandez almost neatly off the shoulder, but it just had a little too much power on it. Title on the sideline. They'll do it again further down the field.
Come on, man, come on. Devin, nothing can come back here, Devin, understand? Any ball we win, Devin, you got to get a foot on it, understood? Any ball back in here from us, you got to get it. So get us up in here.
64th minute of play. Ticking closer towards the end. Back through the middle. Could have been dangerous, but nobody there in blue. Short pushing up the field, carries over to the right.
Recover the shape. Get the right
Napoli has it for Real Jersey.
Braxton, Zach, you're the overlap. Braxton in there.
Short.
That's you, Braxton. Can we find it? Mateo. Correct side, gentlemen.
Calambas.
You're on the back
Short.
side.
Tried to get it up to Perdomo. Instead, it was intercepted by Phillips. Laces one up the top for Hernandez. Sees where the defender is, and now he takes him on, puts it in. And then a good sliding challenge, able to stab that one away. Hernandez a little bit shaken up. So Hernandez down inside the box. And initially it didn't look like there was a ton of contact. He was taken out with a good crunching tackle. But Marino was over there saying that he needed to see some attention. He's up on his feet now and trying to shake it off. Right now, Nationals Union taking the opportunity to get a little extra as we see that tackle there. And he stayed down, rolled over it onto his back and just didn't have the energy to get up. Right now, it doesn't look like he will come out though, so Hernandez and Urcidi will remain the attacking duo. There will be a substitution made by Real Jersey with the break as Matthew Conger will come back onto the field. Going over the top, once again looking for Hernandez on the bounce. Defender won it. Kitch with Phillips right on him. Jersey tug by both. Referee says that it was an equal one. Simon trying to chase it down, keeping this one away from a corner kick, and does so. It'll be a goal kick. 77th minute, 67th minute. Generally good for one of those a game, so hopefully that's the last one. Lindsley puts it up again, looking for Hernandez. But always right in the way is Charlie Kitch. The duo of Kitch and Juszczyk have been useful along the backside, as that one just goes off of City. But that was dangerous there from the goalkeeper. Trying to clear it, playing it right into City. That could have bounced off anywhere. That would have been rather unfortunate the way that this game has played out for that kind of bounce had it gone in. Don't have to worry about it now, though. Chino sends it over here to the near side. Short steps into it, gets to it before Hoyumpa. Kitch will have it here on the near side. Andrew Kitch put a right foot into it, but again, too much in the way of Black Kits in front. Short struggles to find the handle, letting this one roll towards the sideline, and it'll go out. Another tussle here on the near side. Kitch didn't win it, but he will have the throw. Bariak is in. Arpachinde is out. Flicked on by Pedromo. Pedromo saw it escape his grasp. It'll go out off the defender. Sharp in quickly, looking for Pedromo. And there was a handball spotted. Going to have 3 minutes of added time on the end of this half as this one rolls into the possession of Marino. Both these teams trying to find that goal here in regulation. Nationals Union have been in the better spots. Held up by Bariak. Not too much in the way of space, though. A lot of blue converging. They'll send it far side for Sharp, trying to avoid the tackle from McGrath. Sharp plays it off McGrath. That one doesn't quite get out, though. Thought they had a corner kick. Instead, it stays alive. Miller. Miller again. Flag stays down as it stays over along the line. Now a chance to counter. Conger. Space not readily available. They come over here to the near side for Andrew Kitch. Played out by Phillips. The board is up. 3 minutes of added time going to be put on to the end. We've crossed 70. So we are in injury time. Short, little fake. Plays it off of the defender. Arpachinde about to come back into the game. It's right now Nationals Union going to have to do some defending here. This one rolls out. There you see Arpachinde coming on, replaces Oyumpa. They look for him early. Phillips trying to keep it in. Does so. Hernandez trying to turn on the Jets. Juszczyk is there. And he earns the throw. Does Hernandez. Not too much time left. About a minute and a half, roughly. That's an estimate. Up to the official how much is really left. Back up for McGrath. Sharp was right on his back. Good tackle. Back into the box. And that wasn't quite on from Ludwig. Shockingly, Marino tried to keep that one in. Not really sure why. Unless that took a little touch off the defender. I'm not sure why Marino would go out to try to grab that. is now they've given up a corner kick. Didn't seem like it came off the defender, but Marino was determined to get it. And that did look like it left the field, so a good call by the far side assistant. And they score! Off the corner kick, unbelievable! 2 straight games here at Highlander Field have had goals scored at the death.
Hey, what do we have left? What do we have left?
What a goal. Not sure if he meant it or not. He does pick up the yellow card.
Hey, they're dropping. Devin, drop in.
We see your city there on the screen. Not sure if, surely he didn't get a card unless he said something. Not sure why that would happen. But nevertheless, Sharp with the goal in the 73rd minute. As raindrops start to fall down now. Trying to finish this one off. They send it up, chipping the goalkeeper. And it ends up just wide. There it is, the final whistle. Nationals Union are national champions. An unbelievable comeback. For the second game in a row on this field, the team that scored first ends up going home empty-handed. A heck of a game played by Real Jersey FC. But Nationals Union was able to turn it on in the second half and really get things going. It was a really quality strike to tie things up from Nolan Miller. And then scoring directly off the corner kick to win it at the death. Only about 15 seconds remaining after that one. And the players, as we see here, the game-winning goal just curling over. Nobody from Real Jersey knew anything about it. Some of them caught ball watching. But that's how you celebrate a game-winning goal right there. A disappointing finish, obviously, for the kids from New Jersey. They expected more, but they played a heck of a game, and they were just outdone by a couple really quality finishes. Remember, once our stream stops here in about 15 minutes, there'll be a link in the description of this video that'll take you over to the trophy ceremony over on the main stage. And there you will see the full celebration for Nationals Union as they receive their trophy and medals. But it's been an excellent tournament here from Frisco. We've enjoyed bringing you this championship. 4th straight year that I've been here, 3rd straight year right here at Frisco. But that'll about wrap it up for our coverage as they receive their championship hats and t-shirts. As the rain starts to fall just a little bit, we'll sign off. For Scott Cheney, for Francis, for everybody here from Turbo Sports, for our camera crew, Todd Panula signing off from Frisco. Have a great one until next year.